you may notice something. Okay. Well, I was doing some research online looking at diagrams of the carburetor. And it turns out it's a float barrel carb, which I didn't know. I thought it was just a jet flow. Like this carb right here. Or that carb on that one. I better watch the oil, because my dad dropped his phone in oil. And my iPod is worth more than a phone. But, yeah, it's a floatable carb. I decided to take it apart and clean it out because that opens up more ick for it, more stuff to get in it. And so, here we are. That's what the float bowl is. It's just around it. That's the float valve. Let me move some stuff here. So, we'll start with the beginning, where we would have, hold on. This part in front of the carb. So, what happens is the fuel comes in through here, and this is a check valve. Now, this gasket here would be over it, would be here, like that, and then this would be on top. But that's a check valve, and it goes to the other side, so the fuel comes in through here, and this here sits on top like that. And this is actually like a pump, like a speaker. You see here, a spring sits here with this little bushing on top of it. And so, happens is this pushes down and it pushes the fuel out here. And that notch right there would go through here, which would connect to this pipe, which goes into the engine. So when the pressure inside of the oil pan becomes a negative PSI, then it'll suck in and it'll pull the pump down. It'll overpower the spring and pull the pump down, and that will suck in more fuel. And then when it becomes, well, when it balances, when the pressure balances, it lets the spring push it back, and then it pushes it out through here. And that repeats very quickly. And so, when the fuel comes back, it goes through that hole, which will be that little hole. So, if you give me a sec, that hole leads there. So, that's where the fuel comes back out. And then you would have, hold on, I gotta organize this. I don't want to lose these pieces here. Very important and sometimes expensive. But then this here would be sitting here. Okay? And then this would be on top. So when that fuel comes up through here, it goes into here. And where that leads, there, obviously. And then that's where my little needle valve will be, going up and down, as this goes up and down, according to the level of the fuel. Which I've shown in another video with a different carburetor. And I thought that float valves were limited to that kind of carb, but no. And so, then the fuel fills up. I have some gas in there soaking away some of the stuff at the bottom. And I'm not too sure here, but I don't know how the fuel gets to these parts, but I'll explain in a sec. That's the drain valve for when you want to store it, but I can't get it off, so maybe I'll take it to Western Auto and they can get it off for me. So I can easily drain it without having to run it out. But, alright, so somehow the fuel gets up here. But, you see, this here is connected to there by that. That and that are connected by this part here. And then this goes into that hole. If you look on here, there's that little hole there, which leads to here, which is unclogged. And there's a lot of air holes. Those holes, that leads into the carb there, or into the float barrel. But, so this thing lets air go in, right there. And then that leads to here, which, I believe this would lead to here. Hold on. I don't know. Well, give me a sec. Yeah, that's where that leads. So that would go here and that would go here. Now see there's a little slit that would lead down there. That leads down there, and there's a little itty bitty little slit. And I believe that's what lets air into the rest of it. But yeah. And this is a adjustment valve. So I'm going to put it back where it was. But yeah, everything I've tested has not been clogged up or anything. I think I've gotten most of the stuff to test. Yeah, I mean, I gotta get all these gaskets. That's 4 gaskets. This is the gasket that went on top of that part. And the liquid that was in there, or there was liquid, I don't think I posted that video because I'm having a lot of trouble lately. But there's liquid in there, and that's just me WD-40ing it. And I poured some gasoline in there, and it would use. After a few revolutions, it squirted out twice some gas, so. But it won't go up to the other cylinder because liquid goes the farthest to downward, thanks to gravity. Woo! Woo! Gravity. Okay. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know anything else to say really. But I just need to get these, so I gotta go over to Western Auto. Oh yeah, I don't know if I posted this video, but we got a new guy who's helped me out a lot about this. He's told me like how to get the starter off. I don't know if I posted that video. I probably didn't, but I got the starter off right here. Ow, it's heavy. And it's bad, obviously. He'll give me a good starter for $35. So, yeah, I think I got a good deal there. But, he also told me that, remember that mysterious little lever back there? That is actually, for the hydrostatic transmission, it engages and disengages the transmission. So where it is now, it'll allow it to roll. But if I were to unhook it from where it is and put it into the other position, I wouldn't be able to push it. The engine would have to drive it, even if it's in neutral. So it kind of has its own brake, you could say. So yeah, that's something. And he even showed me on a Cub Cadet that. But that's probably it. I might do something else. We'll see. Alright. Thanks for watching.